this week we're doing something a little different, and I'm gonna read some books outside my comfort zone. And I would say my book taste falls into romance, literary fiction, fantasy, thriller, kind of. I just don't read, like, I like thriller, but I don't read that many. I don't know, I'm not too picky. I don't read horror, or I haven't read horror before, but never say never. And one thing that I never read is sci-fi, and that's what this book is. It's called The Diamond Age by Neal Stephenson. This was given to me by somebody I know, and the synopsis he gave me was, there's a society, and all the, like, wealthy people, or they're, like, privileged people, because they have, like, these cheat codes, basically, like cheat codes to life, where it's like it makes everything that they do easier. And so then there's some people who don't have that, and so one of the girls who's not privileged, or she's poor or something, I don't know, she finds one of the cheat codes that belongs to, like, one of the upper class or upper society people, and so then it's like a big, I don't know, it's about that. I don't know entirely what else happens. Oh, I've read, like, a lot of dystopian too. Sorry, not to, like, go back to what I like to read, but I don't like to read dystopian anymore, but sci-fi is not dystopian. I don't know, because in my opinion, sometimes I assume sci-fi is just, like, adult dystopian. And I don't know if that's right, and I guess we'll find out. So, that's what we're reading first, and then another book that I'm going to read, I'm going to get a nonfiction book. I haven't gotten it yet. I don't have any nonfiction books because I don't read nonfiction. I hate nonfiction. I don't want to learn anything because I'm literally in school. That's my opinion. I'm going to get a nonfiction book and read that as well. But this is what we're focusing on for now because I don't have the other book yet. Page 12 of this, and I don't think there's chapters in this book. I think it's just, like, split up into sections. I think. Yeah. Oh my god. Because I'm on part 1 right now, and this is part 2, which is at, like, oh my god, 250 something. I don't like that, and it's very strange. The world building, I feel like with books like this complicated, usually, like, they set up a lot before, but this is going right into it. We're talking about a lot of stuff I don't understand, and that's fully what I expected, and that's why I don't really read sci-fi. But I'm gonna keep going, because, you know, I'm not just gonna give up like that, but I don't know. I'm reading a lot of words and just being like, okay, cool, I don't know what that means, but we're gonna keep reading. Oh my gosh, I really don't like that it doesn't have chapters. I love a good, like, stopping point, but that's my update, 12 pages in. Barnes & Noble, and I got The Creative Act, A Way of Being. Oh my god. And it's by Rick Rubin. I got this because it's a nonfiction book, which I never read. I literally had such a hard time finding this book in Barnes & Noble because I never, ever go to the nonfiction section. But I got this book because I love art, I love making art, but I don't feel creative, and I don't feel like I am very original. So I heard a lot of good things about this on TikTok, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I think I'm actually going to start reading some of this tonight because the other book, the sci-fi book, is not going so well. I'm still only like 15 pages in. Maybe that's a tomorrow problem, but I might read some of this tonight because honestly, to me, nonfiction books always, I feel like I'm just reading a textbook and I'm about to have to do some actual homework, and then I'll do like reading homework. So yeah, that's what I'll get to later. my reading update. I'm at 206 in the Diamond Age. But I say that very loosely because there's different point of views or different characters, and I am only reading one character's section because on the back this book is about Nell, and I only care about her story. I don't know how any of the other characters relate to her story, so I've been skipping them because I don't really think I like this book, because I kind of see this as a bunch of, I know books are made up, but to me this is just a bunch of made up stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. This is not the type of made up stuff that I like. So I might just finish the book reading the one girl's perspective, but it's not even perspective because this is third person, which is barf. I don't know. I don't like this. And I also don't like the text, even though I'm pretty sure maybe I don't like the spacing. I think there's not good line spacing, so for some reason this is reading like a textbook to me, even though I'm reading a nonfiction book and this is not reading like a textbook to me. I don't know. And I also, because I don't know if I'm really gonna finish this book or not, but this is not the end of sci-fi for me. I really want to read a sci-fi book written by a woman, and I'm not just saying that I don't like the book because it's written by a man. However, it is a male, or there are a bunch of female characters in here written by men, which usually don't translate very well. So I'm interested to read a book written by a female, a woman written sci-fi book. I would be so interested in that. Honestly, we'll see at the end of this video if I read any more of this. However, this book, The Creative Act, I really like. I'm only on page 19. But this is so much more interesting to me. I don't know if I explained this, but it's about being creative and how it's not something that it's a lot of people I think just assume if you're creative, you're just a naturally creative person, but this is explaining that that's not necessarily true. It can be, this says you need to create a space for your creativity to prosper and thrive, I guess. And I'm really interested to see how this goes. So I'm really interested in this one right now. Not really interested in this one. But I feel bad. I don't want to only read one book for this video. I would love to add variety, but this is, I don't want to say this is awful, that's mean. This is not my cup of tea at the moment. This is a chore to read. This is not. So we're gonna go with the one that's not a chore right now and continue reading that. About 150 pages into The Creative Act, and I really like it so far. I think it's really good. It's a lot about changing your mindset about things, which I think I didn't entirely know. I didn't think it was going to be step by step how to be a creative person, but the only other reference I have to an art book is called The Artist's Way, and that has you do activities and practice certain things, whereas this book just kind of tells you what kind of mindset you should have. baby's here. He's gonna be screaming probably because I don't know what's wrong with him. Not that anything's wrong with him, he's just being adventurous, I guess. Anyways, so it's now Monday. I definitely didn't read anything over the weekend, which is okay. You don't have to read all the time. And, you know, I thought this was a good idea to be like, oh, I'm gonna read outside my comfort zone. And then I read outside of my comfort zone and I don't read. Because, you know, I don't really, I'm not motivated to read these books. 253 in, I'm at 253 in the Creative Act. And I really like this one so far. It's just honestly really long. Like, not that it's a big book anyways, it's just kind of saying very similar stuff over and over again. But like it's still useful though, because it is still different enough that I want to know. I just don't think that I would read another nonfiction, like, I don't think that I would try to read another nonfiction in just a week. Hello? What's going on? Anyways, I do like this. I think I'm gonna try to finish it tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. I don't even know if I'll actually finish it in this video, but that's how I feel about the book. And then this one, I'm just completely DNFing because I think it's really bad. I don't like this one. It's just not my style. I think I'm really confused. Like, halfway through this book I realized they were in Shanghai, but I don't think that they're Asian because they made like a comment about an Asian guy having really good English, so I don't think... Are you eating my hair? I'm not a fan of this one. But I'm not writing off sci-fi completely. I'm still interested in sci-fi, I just don't like this story or this writing or these characters. I'm interested in trying sci-fi again. I know Red Rising is very popular, and that's like very sci-fi. I just don't know the difference between sci-fi and dystopian at this point. So yeah, this is a DNF. And the other one is a maybe finish. But we'll see, because I'll read some tomorrow and let you know. Okay, it's Tuesday, and I just finished The Creative Act, A Way of Being. And, okay, here's my thoughts, because I don't think you can really rate a nonfiction book because there's not like a story to it. It's just, here's some information. Does this help you? So I feel like it's either, yes, this helps me, or no, this didn't help me. So that's like my rating scale for nonfiction. And I would say, yes, this did help me. It was really, really insightful. I don't know, because I feel like I always struggle with my creativity because I feel like I have so many ideas but I don't know how to execute them, or I like put too much pressure on myself, and this like goes into that perfectly, talking about, you know, why that doesn't matter, and like if you love art and you love to make art, then that's all that matters when you're making art. So yeah, this is really good. I know that there's another book out there because I watch a lot of art YouTubers as well, and there's like a book called The Artist's Way, and that gives you like, I think it's kind of similar to this book where it like says how you have to change your mindset to like create a lot of art, but that also gives you like practices. Like it says like go outside and not draw this, but like go outside and see what comes to your mind or what inspires you, kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it, but I also want to read that book because it gives you like a little homework assignment. This was good to read before I do that book because this has already changed my mindset a little bit, so then that one will like keep changing my mindset as I like implement the activities as well. Anyways, I thought this book was very helpful. I recommend it to anyone else who struggles with creativity or wants, or like doesn't think that they're a creative person, because this book puts it in the way that like everybody's creative. It's just whether you choose to like listen to that part of you or not, which I think is really interesting because there's so many people out there that are like, oh, I'm like only a math and science person, like I can't come up with anything. But like if you think about it, like math and science can be creative. Anyways, not to get too into it, but yes, so I really like this book. This is just a DNF for me, but it is not a DNF on sci-fi. I really just think it was this book, which is so annoying because I feel like if I'd read a sci-fi that's even just more recent, because I think this was, I don't know when this came out. Actually, I'm gonna look that up because I feel like that might have something to do with it. Okay, this book came out in 1995. I feel like that kind of makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's why I don't really connect with it, because, like, not that 1995 was that long ago, but, like, I don't ever read books from that time period. I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't connect with it. I want to read a more modern sci-fi book. What was I saying about this? I literally was going to say something, and I literally have it on here that I was going to say something and I forgot. Oh, the world building for this book. Okay, because I know in a lot of fantasy books, because I do like fantasy, they start with world building and people can think that's boring. But this did not start with world building, and I was so confused. It kind of just throws you into the, like, universe, and then, like, talks about people and how they have these, like, modifications to their body to, like this guy, like, has stuff, like, in his muscles that makes it like he's working out 24/7, but he's not. I don't know. And, like, they just, like, talk about stuff like that like it's normal, and I was like, I'm a little bit confused. So that's what I did not like about it. I need some more context before I'm thrown into this, and that's what I specifically didn't like about this book. But, like I said, I will try sci-fi again eventually. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.